Okay, we're ready for guidepost 44. Here it is, already a little more than halfway through July. As those of you who have been active within the groups will know, we've had some fairly considerable conflict recently. And that's not really characteristic of the way the group has been. And I know that there are some folks who've decided they're going to just check out of living with intention because the conflict makes them uncomfortable. And I am genuinely sorry about that. I really hope you'll all decide to come back because I'm really working hard on figuring out how do we make this safe within some really constructive parameters. We can't really make the place safe just by kicking people out because then pretty soon anybody, that's sort of like cancel culture. I don't want to do that. But I also want to be able to address very specifically what are the issues that arise that make it unsafe. And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago the concept of mutual accountability, which is something that is referenced in the 9th chapter of my book, Just Conflict. And I recommended that folks could read it, gave you a link, you can go back to that. But one of the things that I got clear about in a conversation with one of our group members yesterday was that we really don't have a contract to even be accountable to ourselves, much less to anybody else. We don't have a sense of what accountability means. So I went and I looked up a Credo of Accountability, kind of a statement that I put together probably 15 years ago when I was working with aggressive men about what's the bedrock of accountability. And you'll see it below. I'm not going to read that to you, but I do want you to consider, is this something that you can affirm? Can you acknowledge that? Can we all acknowledge from time to time we do things that are harmful to other people, and that's a problem, and we want to do something about it? The difficulty with mutual accountability is that's the pinnacle. You can't do a fourth order skill unless you got the third order stuff and then the second order and the first order. You've got to build towards that. So this is building a first, second, and third order and leaning into a fourth order understanding of what it means to be accountable. So for Sunday, I want you to read through this Credo and see where are the places where you say, no, I can't go there. That's not true. That doesn't work for me. Where are the sticking points so that we can talk about what are the limits to our capacity to be accountable by ourselves in our relationships with others, such that we can then begin to create something that we might call mutual accountability. Okay, really hope to see you Sunday night. Take care.